Welcome to the information for the first chakra, the root. And this phrase that goes with the chakra is I have. It's also connected to the adrenal glands. That's the gland frequency. The age of development for this can be 0 to 6 months, 14 to 15 years, 21 to 28, and 56 to 63. It can connect to the body through the spinal column, the legs, bones, feet, lower back, skin, circulation, and the anus. The root note is C. It's a masculine energy. Yang, to be, is a phrase, and earth. It's an earth element. The positive gifts for the root chakra are feeling grounded, self-care, secure, safety, trusting, abundance, life, or life flows easily, and the right to exist. Okay, we'll go through some of the other information here on the page. So the root or base chakra is also known as the Muladhara. It is located at the base of the spine. It influences the basic urges of sex, food, sleep, and self-preservation. This chakra assists you in all of your basic needs in life and helps you seek out items for survival and security. It also impacts your instincts, in particular your fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Fawn is people-pleasing mode. And I would even say food and also the F word. Those who use sex or substance as a coping method, and your drive to reproduce. This chakra also plays a role in your ability to feel secure and supports your ability to feel grounded, calm, and whole. This chakra is vital for all other chakras to be balanced, as the root chakra is what creates a solid foundation for the other 6 primary chakras. The root chakra guides your creativity, vitality, and passion for life, giving you the sense that life is worth living and helping you feel secure in yourself to face any challenges that life throws your way. It is the chakra that keeps you grounded and connected to Mother Earth. The chakra color for the root is red, and if you want to wear any of the chakras that you're feeling that you want to connect to, if you want to wear that color, or even your bedroom, you color it, or your sheets or blankets, something that's just connecting you to feel that. It's a healing energy, or if you look at it as a healing shade or color. Be the observer of your energy and how you feel. The parasympathetic state is rest and digest, or a calming state. And the sympathetic state is a high cortisol or high beta brainwave state where you're in a fight or flight. And this can be very stressful. So again, it's just always observing. How do you feel in the moment? And if you do feel a little bit overwhelmed or stressed, you can always use your breath to bring you back into a place of calm and rest and digest. Some of the imbalance symptoms here for the root chakra is insecurity in yourself and relationships. Perhaps or it's people you used to trust may not seem reliable anymore. You may not feel sure of yourself, or might start to second guess every thought you have and every decision you make. Another one for the root is financial instability. You may have trouble with money or experience problems at work. You might be worried about losing your job or another source of income in your life, and you may be overly reckless with your money and spend outside of your means. Another behavior is hoarding. You may notice yourself collecting large amounts of food, clothing, furniture, and other items to make yourself feel safe. Something else just with the hoarding is hoarding can also be connected to the kidneys, and with that can be feelings of abandonment, isolation, refugee, or feeling like a fish out of water, and existential crisis. So I feel anyone who either, doesn't know their parents, or they're estranged, or they're adopted, or they lost their home, or they lost a special pet when they were younger, something where there's that feeling of loss and you don't feel safe and secure, like your basic needs or your basic emotional needs are not being met. That all has to be, it's all connected to the root chakra. And so it's just an awareness Yes, we've all been through hard things and difficult things have happened, and we want to honor and love the younger versions of ourselves and not bypass. But also, we want to make sure that we're not caught up in old patterns from those earlier times. So, if you take a look at something that triggers you, look at why. It's happening for you on some level. So what is the lesson? What are you to learn from it? And then start to reframe what you actually want, being in the belief and the energy of what you want is really here, right? Not focusing on the lack or scarcity or looking back, but really, being in a place of empowerment or openness to move in a direction that you want to. You definitely don't want to lie to your subconscious because it knows when you really don't believe something about yourself. So it's reframing, the core belief, or the law of assumption is a good thing to look up. And that law of assumption is, what is that core root belief deep down inside when no one else is looking, or when you're all alone or feeling low? What is that? And having a look at, where did it come from? Find the root and then clear that out, or reframe it, or write a letter to it if you want and burn it, whatever feels good to you. But it's actually, just being in that place of awareness. Health problems related to your insecurities. This can happen. You may experience extreme weight fluctuations due to your insecure feelings, which may turn into serious health problems like obesity or anorexia. I was reading those two together. Kidneys is also connected here. So with weight gain, it can be from a place of protection. Your body, you're protecting yourself in some manner. The kidneys, again, abandonment, isolation, refugee, and existential crisis. So if you're feeling any of those, start to walk yourself up out of it by reframing. Okay, I'm not abandoned, or I am not alone. I'm by myself with resources. Right? Something along that line. Everything always works out. My needs are always met. I'm moving forward, or what's meant for me won't miss me. Right? Those kinds of things where you're starting to shape and reframe the way that you are feeling about yourself. Okay? The health issues can also show up in your body, in your hips, legs, knees, and feet. And so it's just something to be mindful for in that area. It's a beautiful crystal. The color is red. The element is earth. Some of the crystals and gemstones for the root chakra are bloodstone, red jasper, hematite, tourmaline, obsidian. The body connection is the spinal column, legs, bones, feet, lower back, skin, circulation, and anus. I mentioned some of those already. Here are some foods. So some grounding foods can really help you to feel safe, secure, connected to the food in your area, to Mama Earth, Mama Gaia. So there's some foods there that are listed. And then grounding. I love this picture. Look how calm she feels. She's holding and supporting herself. So that's something that you can do as well. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. With one hand on your heart and one on your belly, take 5 deep breaths to be present in your body and say, I am safe. That's like a go-to phrase. When you feel a little wobbly or whatever's happening in your environment in the moment, you can always just put your hand on your body and just repeat, I'm safe in this moment. Even though I'm starting to feel a little bit anxious, or something, is in my awareness or memory, in this moment, I'm sitting in this chair, or I'm laying on the bed, and I am safe in this moment, right? It's just being able to stay present and stick with the facts of what's happening around you. Next can be, imagine roots from your feet going down into the middle of the earth and wrapping around a crystal of your choice. If you want to use this beautiful crystal that we have up here in the, sorry, I'm navigating how this works here. Right here, look at this beautiful one. So if you imagine that this crystal here, looks like carnelian, is in the middle of the earth, and it's just wrapped, you just wrap those roots from your feet down and around those big, huge boulders of carnelian or bloodstone or red jasper, something that feels good to you. And then imagine the energy of that coming back up through Mother Earth, up through your legs, strong ankles, strong legs like tree trunks, connecting your yoni or your lingam, which is your reproductive organs in Sanskrit, and connecting those to your heart and to your brain, just opening the meridians for them to communicate with each other. And then allow the energy of that to go out of your head and just sprinkle back down around you. Okay, so that's using the crystals to ground you in that manner. Bring the energy up from Mother Earth, like I mentioned, and then taking those deep breaths, you are grounding into yourself. And then in that moment, when you have that calm, now your thinking brain is open. You can actually ask yourself, okay, what do I need in this moment? This is a place where you can actually connect to yourself. If you are in high beta or fight or flight, freeze or fawn, your prefrontal cortex, which is the front of your forehead, has shut down. As soon as there's an awareness of like, uh-oh, we're in danger or something here doesn't feel comfortable, you go into survival brain, the limbic brain, which is in the back of your head. Okay, so in order to stay in a calm, peaceful space and energy and awareness, you definitely want to practice breathing, even if there's chaos going on all around you. Imagine that, you're at work or at home and a fight with someone else starts and the two of them are going at it. You are going to notice that your body is going to go into fight or flight immediately, right? So just calm yourself down, take some deep breaths, put your hand anywhere on your belly, and you can say, you know what, I'm observing them, but I don't need to draw into that energy. I don't need to take that on, right? So it just all depends on what is happening in the situation for you to be safe, but you don't have to take on all of the other energy that's going on around you. Taking a moment to visualize what you want or the things that you're calling in. So you can close your eyes and picture a beautiful red light pulsating on the root chakra location right at your base. You can even hold it there if you want. And just imagine that there's a red light all around you, okay, around your body. Circulating can fill the room that you're in. It can fill your house. Can fill your street. You can move that energy in whatever direction you want to your loved ones. You can send them root chakra energy, right, to feel safe and secure and grounded. You're going to take 3 deep breaths and connect with your root chakra. Okay, just imagine the energy is flowing, circling outside the front and the back. They spin. And just ask yourself, does your energy flow smoothly or do you feel stuck in your root chakra? If you feel stuck, imagine a wave of red light clearing the lower pelvic area and imagine the energy spinning through the front to the back in a spiraling motion as if it's clearing out all of the insecurity or whatever it is that you feel anxious about. And repeat the root chakra mantra, I have. Another one is to be. Okay, you can repeat, my needs are always met. I have support. I am vital. I love that one. I am stable, safe, and secure. I am learning how to trust myself and meet my needs. I am rooted in life and in myself. Right? You are your best healer. You are your best friend. Your body is your wingman. So it's teaching you and showing you. So if you have any issues in the areas that were mentioned, for the body with the root chakra, is just take a look at where's your body maybe in adaptation, protection, or are you in healing, right? Where you've let go of that fight or flight kind of holding pattern and now the body is in a repair. Think strong mind, strong body. Think of the animal kingdom, it helps make it, more clear. When a deer is aware that there's a threat in the environment, it goes into a fight or flight, right? It's going into a coping mechanism, which is good because it's what it needs to be aware of what's going on. But after the threat is gone, then animals will shake for a minute or two and then they're done. They go back to grazing or, enjoying their life. But for humans, we haven't learned to do that just as yet, And so even in the moment when a wave of emotion comes over, or let's say, I almost hit the car in front of me or something, and I just feel that pulse go through my whole body, I just shake my hands. I shake them really hard, both of them, one by one or together if necessary, to move the energy out of the body so that that energy of fear doesn't get stuck. Okay, and I'm intentionally saying, okay, we're okay, clear, like I don't need to hold on to the energy of what just happened. Okay, so being able to move it and clear it. Dancing is also really good. If you listen to low bass kind of music, like think, Barry White for root chakra, it's really low, okay, low and tribal. Another really great thing for grounding and rooting, especially for the visualization, is to play a shamanic drum beat music on YouTube and then just imagine, connecting to the roots of the trees under your property or the roots of your ancestors. And what is the message that might be sent through that heartbeat, right? The shamanic drumming is usually it's like a heartbeat, and connecting to what that is and what it feels like. Here's a couple graphics that I found that I thought were just really pretty and had good information. So the root chakra develops between the ages of 1 to 7 years old. Yes, there's also some other ages that it comes back. We're cyclical, so it comes back in a cycle later on, and is responsible for providing a sense of grounding and stability both physically and emotionally. When the chakra is balanced, we feel a connection to ourselves and others. We are stable, secure, focused, and present. You will not be reactionary. You'll be able to respond instead of react. And then when it is blocked, we feel unsafe, unstable, anxious, ungrounded, depressed, lack motivation, and have low self-esteem, okay, or low self-worth. Self-worth is what we believe about ourselves, and self-esteem is how others perceive us. And so just something to take into consideration is, how do you feel? And if you do feel low, where did that story come from? Where did the root of that come from? So you can go back and rewire it. Go love your little self if you need to, and reframe the situation or what happened. And I sometimes say, you know what, I've got bigger tools now. Like, I'm good, I've got us. And just as a way to feel stronger. The next one here with the tree, when your root chakra is grounded and balanced, you will no longer live in survival mode, as your worry about your basic needs being met will dissipate and heal. This gives you the space to focus on your relationships and move towards manifesting your destiny one step at a time. Thank you, and we will move next to the sacral chakra, which is just below the belly button. See you there.